Hello Aries, welcome back to my channel. My name is Aviana, this is Aviana's Ascension, and today we are going to see what messages Spirit has for you today. I've got a few angel decks, so if there's a particular guardian angel or past on loved one that you feel connected to or like to connect with, definitely, call their energy in at this time, but just felt guided to use some angel decks today. But we will see what messages Spirit has for you. Of course, just take what resonates, leave what does not behind, and check out all of your major placements to get the most accurate message, okay? So thank you guys so much for watching. I've got a new little setup. I just moved, so that's why I wasn't doing readings for a little bit there, but I hope you guys like the new setup, and thank you for your patience on the readings. Let's go ahead and get into it, Aries. Happy birthday. We are in your season right now. I hope you guys are living your best life. I always love Aries season because to me, it's like the true new year. You know, where I live, we're getting into spring. Things are blooming, blossoming. Like I just said, I just moved, got new setups and things like that. So it just seems like a good time for new beginnings, taking action. And that's what you're all about. So let's get into it. Okay, so bottom of the deck, beautiful. We've got strength here. I really love this strength card because I just always notice like she's standing so firm where she's at, but everything around her seems maybe chaotic. So there could be a lot of just moving parts surrounding you right now. Maybe it does feel chaotic. Maybe you're moving as well. If you're moving, good luck with your move. Okay, but Spirit is saying at this time, stand firm in your power, stand firm in what you believe in. Because while things may be changing and trying to get you to get off of your stance, it's not time to fold right now. Okay. Ooh, we have transformation. Beautiful. I always notice this beautiful butterfly. It's a green, kind of turquoisey. It always makes me think of the heart chakra. And with this purple, that makes me think of the crown chakra, third eye. So I do feel like a lot of you could be going through a big spiritual transformation, a spiritual awakening. Those are always hard, right? If they were easy, everyone would be doing it, right? So know that there is a lot of change. There is a lot going on around you. You're not going crazy, but you don't have to give up. You don't have to give in. You don't have to falter. All right. And again, I'm noticing both of these people are having a wide legged stance. So some of you guys, uh, it may just benefit you to remember to stay strong, stay firm in what you believe in and what you want to go towards, but also maybe do some wide legged like squats or little, what is it? Like a froggy pose, a goddess pose. And those are yoga poses. For those of you that don't know, you could also do a wide-legged forward fold. I don't know, something like that to make you feel very firm, very connected to the earth, supported. Maybe doing some root chakra work at this time would benefit you. See, revelation. There's a lot of new things coming to the surface. This could be a revelation within yourself, like some sort of like aha moment. This could also be things being revealed to you from someone else or news outlets or social media, whatever. But I feel like there's a lot of truth, a lot of realizations, transformations, beautiful things happening for you. And it's not to say that these things can't be overwhelming, they can be, but you don't have to be overwhelmed by them. Okay. All right, with Charity here. Some of you guys, especially as you're going through big changes, paying attention to those that are less fortunate than you, volunteering, doing community service, whatever it is you want to do, spending time in hospitals, helping out in that way. It can really help put things in perspective for you. You know, if you're like, I may be going through a lot of changes. There may be a lot of unknown right now, but at least I know I have my health. At least I know I have my family, my loved ones. I have, my strength in my physical body, whatever the case may be. There's always something to be grateful for. All right. Yeah. Knowledge, creativity. Beautiful. All right. Let's get some messages, though. Let's see what wants to come out for you, Aries. Please and thank you. Ooh, I love it. Okay, this is beautiful. See, you've got wisdom here at the bottom of the deck, and knowledge came out, and we saw that at the bottom earlier a little bit. So you are just becoming wiser and wiser right now. There's a lot you're learning. There's a lot that's being shown to you in different ways. It can be very overwhelming. Like I said, if it were easy for people to go through these transformations, everyone would, right? So give yourself a little grace, give yourself a break, because there is, I feel like, a lot of downloads coming to you, a lot of realizations, a lot of shifts, a lot of perspective changes, and that is overwhelming for the brain, for the ego. You're just a human, right? So give yourself grace, give yourself nurture as you're going through this beautiful epiphany, realization, energy. Like, I love what's going on. Okay. So the first card out, we had healing. Again, just the beautiful glowing, the cleanse. I think Pisces had this card. Like the beach, the ocean here is a very cleansing thing. You guys may benefit from spending time in water, whether that means a shower, a bath. This could be swimming if you've got a lake or an ocean or a creek, whatever you have nearby. Even if that means you have to go to a pool, whatever. Spend some time in water right now. Allow yourself to really surrender, right? Because it feels like surrendering is what is needed here, because something is happening for a bigger reason, okay, leading you to knowledge and purpose, right? So allow yourself to let go, allow yourself to open your heart, allow yourself to release, because you're going on to bigger and better things, and Spirit doesn't want you to have any past pain, past limiting beliefs keeping you held back. I like that. Okay. Direction. See, I like that. You're healing, and now it's all up to you where you want to go, right? I feel like this is just a clear slate for you, a clean slate, whatever the saying is. And Spirit is saying, we've let go of a lot. We've moved on from a lot. Now where do we want to go? The ball is in your court, Aries. You can do anything you want. And you're going towards purpose and knowledge. Beautiful. See? You had to clear all this energy out so you could truly shine how you're meant to. And that is so, so beautiful. But listen, you're getting to know yourself in a different way. You're getting to know your past in a different way. You're getting to know your hopes in a different way. And that is so, so beautiful. Enjoy this time, Aries, because getting to know yourself, getting to know your purpose, turning your pain into power is such an honorable, beautiful process. But it's also overwhelming, okay? You're not meant to know exactly how to handle every situation perfectly, but just have the appreciation that you're getting to go through this, because not everyone gets here. A lot of people stay stuck in their pain, right? I've said it already twice now. If it was easy, everyone would do it. So be okay with the fact that it's not easy, and appreciate the fact that you have been chosen to go through these things, that you have been chosen to become wiser, gain knowledge, go towards your purpose. You've got very big and beautiful things coming your way, Aries, and I'm excited about it. All right, we're going to get into the angel answers here, and I'm going to clarify these with the tarot as we move forward. But let's get some messages for Aries, please, and thank you. What does Aries need to know? Most important. Also, I did not say this, but my readings are timeless, so whenever you find this is perfect for you. What's today? It's the 7th. All right, April 7th, I should say. Let's get these messages for Aries. Most important, please and thank you. What do they need to know? All right, let's see what we got going on here. Okay, Aries, we have there's something better. All right, Spirit's letting you know you do not need to compromise. I'm noticing these flowers. Never noticed them before. I feel like it's time for you to receive your flowers. All right, it's time for you to receive acknowledgement, recognition. It's time for you to go somewhere where you are appreciated more. Okay, we have within the next few weeks, and then there's a no, and then there's a yes. Okay. All right, I feel like, yeah, see with direction here. There's going to be a misdirection happening for you, Aries, but it's going to be a beautiful blessing. You're going to get a no, but that's only because you deserve a huge yes, right? You shouldn't have to compromise right? There's something better. You shouldn't have to compromise to get what you want. So be patient. Be patient with something. And know that one door shutting is another door opening. And something is happening to help you stay in alignment. Okay? So take the redirection and be grateful for it. It's gonna be good for you in the long run. All right, let's see what's going on for Aries. Most important. Please and thank you. All right. See, we have wait. Don't rush. Don't rush right now. In the near future, it's up to you. Let go. Yeah, there's something that is, and it's not to say that like a dream you're having or like a goal is wrong, but it's like the approach is going to be changed up a little bit here. And that's good because it's leading you to something bigger and better. Okay. I'm excited for you. I like that recovery here was the only card that flipped over, letting you know that no matter what's going on here, it's not even being revealed to you immediately because it doesn't matter, because you are going to heal and everything's going to be okay. Healing. Beautiful. Okay. Let's talk about it. See, no need to worry. Success. I love it. Okay. With success here, they're letting you know that something beautiful is going to work out for you. There is no need to worry. I saw a tweet one time that said, worrying is worshiping a problem. And we don't do that. We don't want to manifest a negative outcome. So focus on the positive. Focus on what you can control. Focus on what's working for you. All right? And then recovery. Everything's going to work out, Aries. I really like this energy. I think it's really beautiful. So let's get into the tarot to get more information, more guidance for Aries in these messages, please and thank you. I mean, this is very positive for me, right? With healing and direction, I feel like, and there's something better that we saw at the bottom of the deck. It's definitely a time where you have to trust, but know that it is leading you to your purpose, knowledge, recovery, success. So don't worry, okay? Trust that everything happens for a reason. Every redirection, every no, every disappointment is something very beautiful. That's either teaching you something or leading you to something that's in more alignment for you. So that's always something to be grateful for, in my opinion. All right, I'm just going to shuffle a couple more times and then we will see what's going on. See, Six of Wands. This is all about success and victory. Everything's going to work out for you, Aries. I don't want anybody here worrying about anything, okay? This is the blessing of a lifetime. I feel it. Okay. Let's talk about it. So at the bottom of the deck, yeah, the Knight of Pentacles. They're letting you know this is a slow burning situation. The Knight of Pentacles is the slowest moving knight in the deck, but he gets where he wants to go. He crosses his T's, dots his I's, makes sure everything is in alignment, everything's making sense, and then he moves forward. So don't rush towards something. Don't rush away from something, okay? Allow this to unfold naturally because something really big is happening for you. I feel it, okay? And see, with the Star card, Aquarius energy, this is your dreams coming true. This is your wish upon a star, everything working out. This is equal give and take. This is feeling authentic. Yeah, don't compromise right now. The Star card in the traditional Rider-Waite deck, which is what most of tarot decks are based off of, has a woman that's naked, okay? And that nudity is synonymous with vulnerability, authenticity. So be real, be true to you, and know that that is your secret to success. Not compromising, not rushing, okay? We have the Eight of Cups, yeah. You're going to have to walk away from something. We have the Queen of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Death card. This could involve in the Six of Cups here too, okay? I think there's something that you may have been associated with for a long time, or something that you put a lot of time and energy into that you are going to have to walk away from, okay? And again, it's not to say that the overall dream has to be walked away from, but maybe just a certain approach. You know, like say, what's a good example? I'm just going to give an example from my friend Macy for some reason. It just came to mind. She's a graphic designer, right? And she was working at this freelance company kind of thing, and then now she works for a construction company doing marketing and things like that. Super like, kind of random choice, right? Like for graphic designer, you don't immediately think, oh, construction company, but she loves that job. She's really celebrated. She's honored. She has good benefits. She gets to take time off. They respect her, her off days and don't, force her to overwork herself. She has a lot of support. Her opinions matter there, and it's not to say the other job wasn't good, but she's really thriving in this new space. And I'm sure it's at first seems like, how do I know if I'm going to fit in here? What if, I can't be as creative as I want to be? But it works out for her, So it just feels like that there's something that you've dedicated a lot of time to, nurtured a lot, but it's going to have to be in the past here. It's something that you're having to walk away from. Yeah, you're really going to have to follow your heart in this situation, okay? We have Scorpio energy, Gemini energy, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo so far. All right, so let's get into it with success. Let's see more about success for Aries. Tell us more. What does this have to do with? Please and thank you. Success. Okay. All right, let's see what's going on. Okay, so first couple cards out, you have the Five of Swords and the World card. You're definitely having to walk away from a situation here. With the World card, though, that does talk about successful achievement of something. See, success. Okay, there's a situation where there's all you can do here, right? There's no more that somebody or something can teach you. There's no more experience that you need here, and so it's time to walk away. With the Five of Swords, there could be a little bit of selfishness happening here, okay? And I'll explain the two avenues we could be going down. So it could be selfish in the sense that someone doesn't want you to keep growing and keep expanding, so they want to keep you where you're at, right? This could be, for example, say you're a really good employee, right? Obviously, you work hard, put it first to show up, last to leave. If someone knows that they can't give you, a higher salary or give you a better position, but they don't want you to leave, that's selfish, right? Now, on the other hand, it could be that, you're really comfortable somewhere, it like the back of your hand, you don't want to disappoint anybody, so you're just staying where you're at. That's selfish to do to yourself in the sense of, don't clip your wings just to be comfortable on the ground. Allow yourself to fly, allow yourself to be put out there and grow and expand more and more. Okay, because there's something where you've learned all you can learn, you've experienced all you can experience, so it's time to go. All right, with the Two of Cups here, this could involve someone that you're very, very close to. This could be a friend, family, a romantic partner. It feels more like work related, so I feel like there is just, maybe you've worked at this place for a long time, really connected with your coworkers and things like that. And who's to say? You can stay friends with people that you don't work with. You know what I mean? It may be a little harder because you don't see them every day, but if you truly have that connection, working together isn't going to stop you. You know what I mean? Yeah, with the Four of Wands, Ace of Cups here, there's a lot of emotion attached to this situation. But at the end of the day, I feel you've gotten all you can out of it. So we have the Empress and Justice card. All right, Libra energy, Taurus energy. The World card, I don't really remember who that represents. I want to say Sagittarius, but I also feel like that's not quite right. So we'll just move on from that. With the Empress and Justice here, I feel like, it feels like you've grown too big for this situation, right? This being the World card and the world literally being in this person's belly. Doesn't matter your gender, but like, I see that you are the world. So it's time for you to move on from this, okay? With Justice, that's all about truth, honesty, authenticity. Spirit is really begging you to be honest and be truthful about your desires, about your goals, about what you want to bring into this physical world, right? The Empress isn't just about fertility in the sense of giving birth, but birthing new ideas, birthing new creations, new ways of being, new ways of seeing things, right? It's time for you to move on to bigger and better here. That's really what I'm feeling, okay? And you can't let other people's desires for your own path sway you. You just can't do that, because then you're living the life that they want you to live, and I will never promote that, okay? All right, we got the Knight of Pentacles, Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, absolutely. So yeah, I mean, it's time for you to move forward from a situation. With the Knight of Pentacles, Spirit is saying, you don't have to rush through this, right? You can figure out what the Empress means to you, what the world means to you, what you want to bring into this world, right? But it is time to think about expanding. It's time to go towards bigger here, okay? And Spirit's not trying to freak you out. You don't have to rush, but they're letting you know, it's time to move on from something. With the Ten of Pentacles, the Lovers, some of you guys, this may involve family, like a family business or something like that. But I feel like you guys really do want stability. You want security, and they're letting you know you will have that. But you have to follow your heart. You have to go towards what is right for you. You can't let other people influence you in this moment. And following your heart is going to always lead you down the right path. You may experience some hiccups on that road, and that's okay. Follow your purpose, your passion. Don't follow your guilt. Because I feel like someone said, well, if I'm supposed to follow my heart is feeling bad about this. Your heart doesn't feel bad about anything. Your soul. You know what I mean? Even if that means hurting someone else. Because all of our souls agree to do what we need to do before we get here. And that includes happiness and heartbreak. So you can't let guilt hold you back. You know what I mean? It's just not fair. And they're letting you know, Ten of Pentacles, you will receive success. You will literally have success in the card, So everything is going to work out for you, but you have to allow yourself to shift things here. All right, let's talk about no need to worry. Because I do feel a lot of y'all are holding yourselves back because you don't want to do somebody wrong, or you don't want anyone to be upset with you, or maybe you're scared about, what if I fail? What if I'm not good enough? So let's see. Tell us more about no need to worry for Aries. See, the Knight of Wands, that's your energy. It's time for you to just be wild, be passionate, go towards what feels right for you, okay? But the Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles. Fives are all about change too. See, and I see 23 minutes in, that makes 5. So a lot of the times when we do experience change or just different energies, going towards new beginnings, it's scary, right? But it doesn't have to be, okay? You're allowed to believe in yourself. Yes, these thoughts can be there, but they don't have to persuade you to stop, okay? That's the brain's job. That's the ego's job. They like to stay in comfort zones so they know what's going to happen, so they know that they're safe. But you are always safe, and you don't have to let that fear dictate you. With the High Priestess and the Emperor at the bottom of the deck, with the Page of Wands, Ace of Wands, Knight of Swords even, Knight of Cups, yeah. It's time to take action and to go towards a new beginning. And with the Page of Wands, pages are usually like, you could think of them as young children or people who are just not as experienced as someone else, or just in general in an area, whatever. But don't let that stop you. With the Ace and the Page, it's totally letting me know that you are going towards a whole new beginning. But with the High Priestess, the Emperor, Pisces, and Aries energy, there you are. Hello. It's time for you to remember who you are. You're the boss. You're the Emperor. Trust your intuition and take action and go towards what you want to go towards. Trust yourself. All right. So let's see what we got going on. All right, we have the Hierophant, Two of Wands, Ten of Swords. Okay. With the Hierophant, Taurus energy, Spirit's letting you know that, there is a lot to be learned in this situation. This is something that is helping you become more enlightened, helping you become more elevated, helping you get towards your happiness and your true, most authentic joy. That's a beautiful, beautiful thing. All right. This could involve school. This could involve, I'm really not feeling like it's a romantic thing, but the Hierophant does represent marriage for some, or just a conventional, traditional way of doing things. But I feel like you're wanting to break out of that and really get to know yourself in a deeper way and let your own heart be the guide, be the teacher for your life. And there's a part of you that is really second guessing, okay, if I do that, what if something bad happens? You were meant to go through that. Know that nothing happens, like, if something wasn't meant to happen, it wouldn't, okay? That always helps me let go of unfortunate circumstances, and it helps me make peace with them, right? Know that you will always recover. You will always be okay. You will always be supported. So you can't let that fear, that false security keep you stuck, okay? But we have the Two of Wands, Ten of Swords. It's time for you to walk away from a situation. It's time for you to expand your horizons here. You see this person's deciding, do I stay home? Do I go on this trip? Go on the trip. Spread your wings and fly, okay? And notice, like, I really love this Ten of Swords because, again, in the Rider-Waite, it's like a person lying on the ground with swords stuck in them. And this one just shows that this is a symbol of freedom. The wind is blowing through her hair, her dress. She's barefoot, connected to the earth. She knows she's safe to move on. And so are you, Aries. Yeah, Three of Swords, Six of Swords. This is a big, painful situation here, but it doesn't have to be, okay? With the Six of Swords, it's showing you that the angels are guiding you. You are protected. You are safe to journey and move on, right? And I'm noticing this red heart, this red scarf. Wrap yourself in that mourning process, right? It's normal to be upset that something didn't go as you anticipated. It's like having to break up with someone. That's awful. No one is like clicking their heels when they have to hurt somebody or disappoint anybody. But let that pain show you how much love there was, how much hope. And again, being grateful that you're moving on to bigger and better should be a happiness for everybody. Because again, I do feel that this could be a relationship. I just don't feel that so much. I feel it has more to do with career and purpose, right? We have purpose here. But either way, no matter how this is unfolding in what area of your life, it's happening so you can move on to bigger and better, so you can learn more about yourself, so you can be more free. And that's something very, very beautiful. And by the way, whether it was a job, a friend, a romantic partner, a family member, if you don't want to be around me, don't stay around for charity reasons. Don't feel bad for me. You know what I mean? Because that's a worse thing to do to somebody. To stay somewhere where you know you're not in alignment, where someone else could be there that would thrive and it would be perfect for them, that's selfish, right? So don't do that in the name of I don't want to hurt somebody or hurt myself. Because either way, both parties are hurt. So allow yourself to let go of that guilt so you can go towards what you're meant to go towards. And know that you are going to be supported in that. All right, we have the Seven of Swords, the King of Pentacles, the Four of Pentacles. Could be dealing with the Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. See, with the Seven of Swords, the Four of Pentacles, I feel that you're holding on to something out of guilt and just, you secretly want to move forward. You secretly want to move on, but you don't because, there's probably a lot of security and stability there. But look, if this is showing up as you have gained all you can gain from something. The library is full. You've earned all your wisdom. It's time to move on. Allow yourself to grow, right? Because we don't grow when we're stagnant. So allow yourself to move on. Okay? All right, we have recovery here for you, Aries. So let's see what this is about. Tell me more about recovery for Aries. Please and thank you. All right. We have the moon card here. So this is like your subconscious doubts, your fears. You cannot let them control you. Yeah, your thoughts are getting the best of you. Your fears, your worries. You can't let that happen, right? You know, what is life worth if we're not out here taking risks and making the most of every day, you know? You know, I do tarot readings and spiritual stuff for a living. That's not the most conventional career path, and I don't have people in my family who do this either, right? But I believed in it. I believed in myself. I believed in my purpose, and I'm going towards it. You have the King of Wands, the Three of Cups, the Nine of Cups, the Four of Wands, the Ace of Cups. Yeah. At the end of the day, those that truly love and support you will always be there and support you following your heart. If someone benefits from you holding yourself back and tries to guilt you into that, that's not someone you should keep in your corner. But with the King of Wands here, your energy again, recognize that you are unstoppable. King of the jungle, the lion, right? Take this challenge head on and go towards it, and recognize that it's going to make you a better person and help you go towards your true goals and fulfillment. All right. So with recovery, we have the Seven of Cups and Temperance, Sagittarius energy with Temperance there. So with the Seven of Cups, that's kind of about not really being sure which way to go, not being sure what choice to make, okay? Spirit is letting you know that's exactly where you're meant to be, okay? They want you in a position of being like, well, should I go here? Should I do this? I don't know. Because they know that forcing you to kind of be confused gets you to ask yourself, okay, well, what do I want then? You know? Temperance is one of my favorite cards because to me, it's like experience is the best teacher, right? This is something that you're learning to have peace and harmony. You're learning to make the most of a situation. You're learning about how you handle stress, how you handle, being at a crossroads, and you're learning what really matters to you by being at a crossroad. I always say in my readings, we are not printers. We do not come with manuals and, guides that say if you do this, then that's going to happen. This is what this means. We just have to go through it and figure it out. So know that you're in a figuring it out stage, okay? And it's a beautiful place to be because, again, you get to know yourself deeper. You get to know how to handle the unknown with more grace. And these are important things to learn. So be grateful for it, okay? All right, with the Page of Cups, Six of Wands, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy with the Page of Cups, they're letting you know following your heart is going to lead you to success. That is always the answer. You know why? Because the thing that makes you unique and special, the thing that you have that no one else has is being yourself. Everybody says it all the time, right? Famous musicians, artists, whoever, celebrities that you may look up to, that is the, even like finance gurus and things like that. They just say showing up authentically is the best thing you can do because no one else is like you. And notice that little pig is flying. So for those of you that said, okay, well, when pigs fly, that's when I'll do it. That's when it'll come true. They're flying. So let's get it done. Okay. We have the Death card and the Five of Pentacles. Spirit is saying, don't be so hard on yourself. Don't be so down on the dumps. Don't be so scared. Okay. especially if you guys have been going through some sort of financial setback or just feeling isolated, alone, abandoned, confused. That's coming to an end. What I also love about this deck is it says rebirth here as well. They're letting you know the struggle, this uphill battle, it's not the end all be all. It's not defining you. It's getting you to get exactly where you need to be so you can truly flourish. And the beautiful thing about this Five of Pentacles, the key is right there. All you got to do is lift your head up, change your perspective, and get out of there. Okay? Don't give up on your dreams. All right, that's beautiful. So we're going to close it out with some self-care oracle messages just to give you some guidance about what you can do to nurture yourself through this time. But if this resonated for you, let me know with a like, a comment. Talk to me about what you're going through. If this is a career change, let's talk about it. You know, if this is, just whatever kind of change, if you're moving, if you're at a crossroads with something, let's talk about it. And maybe a fellow Aries can give you guys some advice as well. All right. Let's get some self-care messages for Aries, please, and thank you, Spirit. And thank you so much for these beautiful messages and this guidance. All right. Gorgeous. All right. Let's talk about it. All right, so we have number 16, drink tea. Love drinking tea. I prefer hot tea, but if you don't like hot tea and you like iced tea, that's cool with me. But it just feels like, especially hot tea, it's just something that's very soothing. It's warm. And, if you prefer hot coffee, you can do that. But just do something to really nurture yourself, and pouring love into yourself is what I'm feeling the most here. And drinking tea is just so soothing. I like to put a lot of lemon and some honey. There's beautiful bedtime teas. There's morning teas. There's all sorts of teas that can help you with certain health benefits. Go somewhere fun too. There's, I live in Kansas City, and there's some really cute local shops, whether it's an herbal tea shop or it could be a spiritual shop that has different herbs and things like that you can choose from. Really have fun with this, okay? All right, we have number 15, daydream. Yeah. It's time for you to feed your creativity. It's time for you to have fun with your future, with your life. So think of what your goals are and just go after them. And I also want you guys to daydream and be extremely delusional about it. Get specific, get delusional, because anything could happen. So why sell yourself short? You know what I mean? Ooh, number 34, watch clouds. Yeah. It's definitely time for you to just kind of let yourself check out a little bit. Watching clouds is really fun to me. It makes me think of being a child. You could have a little picnic outside and just feel yourself really getting grounded and letting time just slip from you. And the thing about watching clouds is I tell people to treat their thoughts like clouds. So, as you see the clouds, you watch it drift away. If you're having negative thoughts, limiting beliefs, I want you to acknowledge them and then let them drift away like you do a cloud or balloon. But don't release balloons into nature, please. I almost said into the wild, like they're animals. But we don't want to hurt the animals, so yeah. All right, number 40, laugh. Yeah. How long has it been since you had a genuine, deep belly laugh? Watch your favorite TV show, your favorite movie, read a funny book. If you do need a funny book to read, Let's Pretend This Never Happened is the funniest book I've ever read in my life. I think it's by Jenny Lawson. I could be entirely incorrect, but on the cover is a taxidermied mouse, so you'll know you found it if the mouse is on the cover. And yes, she does practice taxidermy. It's such a crazy book. Just read it. It's so, so funny. I've read it twice, and I don't usually reread books like that, so definitely get into that. But yeah, just laugh. Give yourself a little chuckle. Spend time with a friend that makes you laugh, whoever, and just have a good time. Number 24, journal. Absolutely. I feel like this kind of goes into the daydreaming and just getting to know yourself. I'm noticing that knowledge has a book, right? So, yeah, just journal, okay? And journaling really helps me because if I am worried about something or stressed about something, journaling helps me at least release it from my thoughts so I'm not just like ruminating. And it also tends to help me find the root of the problem, right? Sometimes I'll be upset about this one thing, but as I journal, I realize, okay, this is stemming from here. This is why this is triggering me, and this is how I can reclaim my power. All right, last card here, number 17, work-life balance. Absolutely. You have to have a work-life balance. You can't always be on the go, 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 right? And you can't always be stagnant. So learn what a good work-life balance is for you. For me personally, there's not a specific routine that I ever stick to, but I'm learning that it's about trusting my intuition. You know, like I took it, like for example, I started the day, I went to the gym, ran a couple errands, went and got some lunch. Then I came home and I was going to do readings, but I just had to take a nap, you know, just chilled out for a bit. I was going to have a friend come over, but I was like, actually, I'm napping and I just want to relax. And then maybe later tonight I'll get into some readings. And obviously I did. So it's just about finding the approach that works for you and honoring that, you know? All right, Aries, that is your reading. I hope y'all enjoyed it. I know I did. That was really good. I thoroughly, I don't have any Aries placements, but this is guidance that I could definitely take as well. So I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thank you so much for watching. If you would like more content or anything like that, I've got all my social media and my website linked down below in the description box. I have a newsletter you can sign up for on my website. It's a great way to get exclusive content and coupons, discounts on readings and things like that, different wellness advice, all that good stuff. So check it out if you're interested and let me know how this resonated for you. Don't forget to like and subscribe. All of that helps the channel grow. And definitely share this reading with a fellow Aries. Let them know the guidance. Let them know the good work, okay? Y'all have a beautiful rest of your night. I will see you next time. Bye-bye.